All right. Hello again, Carpet Cleaning World. This is your administrator and host of Roger Lloyd's Friday Night Insights. We're trying to get better reception here. I think we're doing pretty good so far. At any rate, we have George G.W. Vantieger from Nebraska back again. But this time it's a solo interview because he has something he really wants to share that I think is truly amazing. And we want to listen to what he has to say. So, George, you had recently purchased in the last month or so my three-step letter program. And how do you feel about that, or what has it been doing for you, George?
Well, I hadn't expected it to work as quick as it did. I literally mailed some items out and then emailed right literally that evening. I got your program, and I literally got phone calls that night for the emails. And I several of the ladies people booked. One of the ones that booked was an $1,800 job, which I blew my mind. I figured, three, four, $500 deal. No, it was 1,800. I was like, this really it kind of impressed me. And the funny thing is, with the way our mail works up here, and it takes about 3 to 4 days for it to, because it has to go up to Omaha and then back around to Lincoln before it gets to the customers. And I figured, it'd be about 2 or 3 weeks because a lot of families are going on vacation right now, and they're they're just not available for this type of idea, work, and or they've already booked it. It would be my opinion, but it's just amazing me that I got that much response that quick. So, and I didn't even get the other two out. That was the first one. I mean, it. You would have thought that you would have had to, send a few more out, but no, it was um, actually just the emails, and I got, we hit the right clients that night, and I I wasn't going to do the emails right off the front. I was just going to let it mail and work its course, and the lady on the phone contacted, that I was talking to buying, the mailing list. She says you should do the emails. There's not that many here. She says I'll give you a deal on it. How about this? I'll give it to you for free. And I was like, okay, you're not going to turn that down. And next thing I know, I got those response. And so, you know, for the guys that say this doesn't work, well, I guess what? I gotta beg to differ because I didn't think it was going to work that fast. I figured it was going to work to some degree. So the question is, at this point, how good will this work in the future? If the first night's any telltale, this thing's going to go crazy. That would be ideal, but time will tell. But I have a strange feeling this is going to be really good because when it starts like that, and it may be spurts when people come back into town and read it, and oh, I need my carpets cleaned, or we're going to have that specific party and they need to clean up in between, after, or before, or both. So
Wow. So let's recap on what you just said. So out of the three-step letter, you only mailed out and emailed the first one, and you got a response. The lady's getting done, the first lady, the first call, she's getting $1,800 worth of cleaning done next week. And you're telling me that you only mailed out or emailed about 250 of these? Are you kidding me right now?
I wish I was. Next week, when I work her MasterCard, Visa, American Express, Discover, Diners card, I'll be saying, yes, sir. Here's smile. Here's my check. It actually is working. It blew my mind too, Roger. It's not supposed to work that fast.
Hey, man, when you say something that people want to hear in a way that they can accept it instead of doing it the same way everybody else is doing it, this is what happens. But wait, so you sent out about 250 of them. About how many responses, or like what was your response rate on the first letter?
The uh, the the letter that I got, the email that the letter, excuse me here, the letter that I emailed out, the 250, because I emailed the first 250 out. The response was like, I need your service. I need your deal. So the thing is, people aren't either doing this or I don't know what the story is. Either way, if it works the way it started, and even if it goes in spurts to where a guy gets and doesn't get totally swamped, but this, I mean, it just blew my mind. It wasn't. I wouldn't have thought it would have worked that fast. Would you?
Hey, man, I've been doing this a long time.
Okay, you're talking to the greenhorn here. I wasn't thinking this was going to the slot machine with the special ring on, make it spit out at you.
Hey, man. But let me ask you this. So what kind of response rate? Do you have any idea? Can you kind of quantify about how many responses you got off the 250 that you put out there?
Right now, I looked through my email before we started this deal, and off the cuff, I counted right now from email responses back, would like more information or that type of deal, out of 250. I'm sitting at 87 responses back, and that's emails. That has nothing to do with the mailings.
Wait a minute. Wait. Because I know a lot of these guys might be asleep right now. So out of 250 emails, you quantified at this point about 87 responses, just people inquiring or wanting more information from an email from one of the first of the 3-step letters that you purchased from me. And you're telling me that you have to respond back to 87 people once again. Are you kidding me right now?
I wish I was turning around and jerking your chain, giving you a line, but I can't say that I am. The fact of the matter is, I have to spend some time now responding to those emails. Now, that being said, the emails I have to respond to, I mean, there's questions like, just to give you an example here, I'm doing two things at one time. This one lady writes here, across time, could you please give us an estimate to resurface our wood floor in our kitchen? Now, as you well know, that is not 65, 55, or 35 cents a square foot. That's a whole different animal. And yes, I have done that before. You're talking $1.50, $2.50, $3.50, depending on what they're wanting, what's needed done, and that stuff. You're talking major money for 1,000 square foot. Do the math. That's a big ticket item. There's another one here for some grout restoration, which I have a friend of mine that does that, and then they want it cleaned after that's done. There's another big ticket item. If you start adding these things up, and I'm not saying they're going to hire me for that particular job. We don't know until I say, smile, here's your check, here's signed on the dotted line, we got that. I'm not there yet, but there's just a bunch of leads. So off the money I spent with you on this deal, just for conversation's sake, there's 1,230 homes from the 500,000 on up. I'd send out 250 of them, only 250 of them, and they're the thing is with that being said, I got 80 some good qualified leads out of that deal. So I didn't think it was going to be that crazy. Would you have thought it was going to be that crazy?
And I keep hearing, like right before I brought you in here, we had Antoine Evans do a video. He just got my 3-step letter in the last few months, but he just put his first batch out. He just got a call from a guy today. He just did the video. That guy wanted his wood floors done. I spoke to the gentleman on the phone to help Antoine close the deal for $2 a square foot. The guy had 1,096 square feet of wood floor. Now, Antoine Evans has a $2,000 ticket for a wood floor job off the same first letter, not the second, not the third, off the same first letter, just like you. Both of you guys just got about $2,000 jobs for a program that only cost you a couple $100. Are you kidding me right now?
I'd say booyah.
Hey, George, before I let you go, man, because I know it's Friday night, what would you like to say to anybody that's on the edge, either thinking about coming to the conference next month, August 29th or August 30th, or if they're on the line about purchasing the 3-step ladder, the residential package? Like, what would you say to these guys, George?
What I would say to these guys, find a way if you can go to the conference. If you can't go to the conference, spend a little bit of time with Mr. Lloyd on the phone. Talk to him. Talk to all the people that he's got working for him, because substantially this went from my regular commercial business to opening a new door that I couldn't open myself. And I'm just saying straight up, this man has a lot of knowledge. The team that he's got assembled is awesome. There's a lot of things that slowly I'll be crawling into that they're doing, and I'll tell you, it really amazes me. And I was a little skeptical coming in, but I went from skepticism to believing, and this thing is real. So it just takes a little bit more effort than we're used to doing. And with society today, everybody wants it to rain out of the sky with a little work, a few stamps, a few clicks of the button, and we really have something here. If you find a way to just do this, because this is something that can help your company out and take it to the next level.
Wow. You know, George, GW, I can't thank you enough. And I'm so glad that it's working for you, Antoine, and many others that are finding out if you put a little bit of work into it, you can get a whole lot of benefits out of it. And I'm just happy you're in Nebraska. Antoine is in California. I'm in Pennsylvania. I got guys, Booker and all those guys that are thinking about doing it, you know, going full blast with it out in the South Carolinas. I mean, then I got a guy and I got a couple guys in Canada that are doing it. I mean, I got a guy in South Africa. Like, really? Like, I mean, I couldn't believe he was like, Roger, Lloyd. I'm like, oh, wow. I was like, hey. He said, no, hey, I want marketing. I said, well, what you want? He said, all of it. Hey,
I love it.
Yeah, it's crazy. I like, you know, but it really feels good to be able to take 28 years of blood, sweat, and tears and let other people change their life with this, man.
Well, here's
You know?
something. I want to add something to this that'll help you out here a little bit. I use a couple of the other things to, for fillers. And one of these days, I like Home Advisor or Thumbtack. Before, I'd send a nice little blank letter. Now I've got some of these things, like they want upholstery cleaning. I send them the upholstery brochure. If they want tile and grout, I send them that. If they want this, and this is done over the internet. I'm not even printing this stuff. This stuff is just getting emailed to them, and they're just like, whoa. And it's because when you give the one-liners or you send a colorful page, hey, I'm here. I mean, it's just it gives it that extra thing. It's kind of like going in to have something to eat and they hand you a Ritz cracker. Well, in the next line, they hand you a Ritz cracker and some of that Cheese Whiz, which we all know probably way too well. And if you have one, you know the can's going to be empty. But
that's right.
Then you go to the next deal, and they got that salami or your favorite luncheon meat that goes with it. Then you go to the last one, they got the whole works. I'm going on a line that's got the whole works. You send them that package, they're getting the works. You're looking professional. You don't have to go through 100 drafts. This was easy. I was, skeptical about that too. I started sending them. Today alone, just by doing that with your products that I have got from you, I nailed down 4 jobs today just doing that.
That's what I'm talking about. And they're not $100 jobs either, are they, George?
There one or two of them was, but they're talk. You're 250, 350, and 450.
Wow. 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 Hey, George, man, I can't thank you enough. You're you're a testimonial to what I'm doing here, and I'm hoping these guys are going to listen to you, because I really want at least the members of the carpet cleaning world to have a fighting chance. I mean, we have this conference coming up. It's not going to be one of those good old boy conferences where you just congregate with other cleaners. There are going to be cleaners. We are going to hang out after the conference, but this is a conference that if you were thinking about purchasing a rotary piece of equipment, you can really get behind one and really feel how it works, if you like it, which one best works. We're not talking about just having the Rotovac brand. We're going to have the Rotovac brand. We're going to have the Mighty brand. We're going to have the Sapphire Scientific Hoss. We're going to have some different toys for you to put your hands on. We're going to have the Phenomenal Zipper by Eric Hiltz. We're going to have the Rotovac Bonzer. We're going to have the Rotovac Power Wand. We're going to have the Mighty Bentley Pro. We are going to have, I'm also going to let you see what a good portable feels like. Maybe you are end cap guy and you don't have a portable. Or maybe you're just thinking about how you want to do things. But these are going to be there. But the thing that you can take home is the marketing, should you choose to want to change your business. Yeah, you can work for a couple $100 every day and get a customer here and there. And yes, they may or may not call you back in 6 months. But why not make friends instead of clients that will feel obligated to call you because they know you're their friend? And that's what these letters do. These letters humanize you. They humanize you. It's not saying, hey, this is cross cleaning or cross star or whatever that is there. This is give us a call. We want to clean your carpets. Here's the price. Here's a picture of me cleaning carpets or whatever, or here's a picture off the internet of somebody cleaning carpets or whatever that I stole and I put on my postcard, and I want you to call me. No. These 3 steps letters are designed to, 1, introduce you to the neighborhood or to your community. 2, to let them know that you're a little heartbroken that they didn't call you off the first letter. And then by the last letter, it's like, look, walked on, stomped on, run over. If you don't want to help me, your carpets need your help. And it would only take 15 minutes for me to come in and talk to you and let you know how your carpet should be maintained. Basically, even if you don't hire me. But see, the law of reciprocity states, because I offered you something, you feel obligated to reciprocate, to give back. And George, I just want to thank you again. I'm not going to hold you any longer. And everyone, there it is. It's up to you.
Thank you very much, Roger. And you're the one that should get the high five. You have the 27 years in, not me. I just got a couple of weeks.
But look what you did. See, you're making smart decisions. See, you had the dream, and then you thought about it, and then you put it to work, and now you're taking it right into victory. So you're doing what you got to do. All right, everyone. This is Roger Lloyd and George Vantieger from Nebraska. We're going to shut it down now, let you enjoy your Friday evening. I'm going to eat me a little dinner. I got to get up tomorrow and do some commercial work. And I hope you heard what George said. It's as easy as you contacting my office at RLMA, Roger Lloyd's Marketing Assistants. Speak with Janae Riley at 484-420-7220 and just say, I want the George Teicher residential 3-step letter. That's what we do. We'll get your name out there, George.
Thanks, Roger. You have a great evening, buddy.
You too. Everyone in the carpet cleaning world, thank you. And we're here to help. Have a good evening.
You too, sir. Bye now.